Good morning and welcome to Penrith. Actually, we're just in the new streets, just up from the Penrith town centre. Behind us we've got this fantastic 5-bedroom semi-detached Victorian property, and it really oozes plenty of period splendour. The property is positioned in a very elevated part of the new streets, just towards the top of the beacon. And the views are over the beacon, over the Lake District National Park, wonderful in almost every direction. The current owner has almost finished, and when I say almost, we're just in the finishing throes of renovating this property. They've gone through everything quite meticulously. They have a really shabby chic vibe to the style that they finish things in, and it is beautifully presented. We've got the other rare addition. We've got a bit of parking and a garage to come with this. A lovely sized garden. There's a stone-built building to the rear, which has the potential to be converted into a lovely office or maybe even a very small Airbnb. The house throughout is presented beautifully, and we've got 5 bedrooms, loads of reception space, and equally an amazing cellar that does have the potential for some form of conversion. So I'm going to spin around and show you just a little bit of where we're positioned. As you can see, just down the road there, we're in this great part of town. I've got a particular affinity to Victorian property, having been brought up in an area that was surrounded by Victorian houses all of the time. And this is stunning, absolutely beautiful. Bay fronted, loads of space, and really personifies everything that this style of house and this period of house brings. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wander around, show you a little bit more of the street scene, take you inside the property, and hopefully you like it. Well, here we go. This is Haweswater House, a very statuesque property sitting at the top of Wordsworth Street in the new streets in Penrith town centre, or just out of. What a great space. I'm going to just show you a little bit of the outside space first. I'll take you to the garden momentarily. But we've got a driveway here, which goes up to a little block of garages that are shared between a few of the houses that are situated here. And we've got just over here a garage and a bit of a turn-in section, which could easily accommodate parking. You also have the wall here, so I think taking some of the wall down to be able to create extra parking would be great. For those of you that don't know the new streets predominantly are on-road permit holder parking, and because of that, it can sometimes be a wee bit tricky to be able to get a space. But I'm having to pan up and down. Usually my wide angle is sufficient, but this is quite a substantial house. So I'll take you to have a look around the inside. Now, as I mentioned very briefly when I was just outside the property, the whole house is going through a refurbishment project. And as there is a significantly short supply of attractive town centre properties, I've suggested to the vendor that they bring it on a bit earlier, as they haven't quite finished everything yet, but we know that there's plenty of people out there that are going to want to buy this. So as we come into the front room, we've got huge ceilings, beautiful cornicing and ceiling rows, done to this very lovely shabby chic style, which really fits this period property very well. We've got window shutters, which are quite a lovely period feature. A nice fireplace, and plenty of space throughout here. As we come back into the hallway, got these great stairs, and as we sit on 3 floors, I should say, the staircase is quite something. So in here we've got another decent size for either formal dining room or sitting room or something else that would suit. Just in here, there's a staircase that goes down to the cellar, and the cellar's a decent size, so it's a great usable space. This is just being turned into a walk-in larder. Then as we come into the kitchen, you'll notice that there's a few parts that are not quite finished yet, but we're about 3 weeks away from completion on this. But what a lovely, lovely space. Loads of room, absolutely loads of it. There's obviously views out into the garden there, which we'll have a peek at in just a moment. But if we look back on here, it's a huge, huge space. We've even got this kind of very cool wooden ceiling, which has a really interesting design quirk, which I very much like. We've got a nice fireplace in here as well. And then there's a doorway here which will lead into the larder, as sort of mentioned earlier on. There's a bit of finishing in here left to do. As you can see, cupboards and bits and bobs have got to be fitted, and there's a bit of plastering and other stuff to finish, but we're pretty close. So it's definitely worthwhile showing you. I'll show you the rear garden. I mean, the gardens in the street are never particularly big, but this one's quite lovely. And you've got plenty of space in here. As I mentioned before, there's a garage here, so you could put extra parking in if you required. And then you've got this sandstone built building with a slate roof, which I think would make an ideal office, but there's other alternatives that it could be used for. So we'll go back inside the house now, and I'll show you some of the bedroom space, because that really doesn't disappoint at all. Okay, so we'll go up this fantastic staircase, which has been lovingly refurbished as well. And we come up into this first part, which is a entrance hall. As you'll see, the carpets and bits are yet to be fitted, but again, they will be done in the next few weeks as well, and to a nice standard to complement the rest of the property. We've got what would be maybe the master bedroom in here. Again, beautifully finished, nice double windows, and the view out of your window is up and over the beacon, which is lovely. Very nice, very nicely finished. So as we come to this part, we've got a nice bathroom, which is almost done, but again, that great standard that's been expected throughout the whole house. Nice things like these lovely older style radiators. But as we come into the bathroom, clearly not finished. But there's a large shower going down in here, and this is the porcelain shower tray for it. We've got this lovely freestanding bath, and all of these things are going to be completed over the next couple of weeks. But as you can see, it's a really big space. And when this is done, it will be done to a very, very high standard. The second bedroom on this floor, and it's a really wonderful space, beautifully decorated. I love the panelling at the back there, it's quite cool. It's a shame today is not perfect, because the views out of the windows are over towards the fells, and they are quite lovely. So something very, very pleasant to wake up to. And if you see in here, huge high ceilings, there's window shutters there, as you can see, that are ready to go on. So here, it's full of a few bits and bobs, is a great single bedroom, which perfectly services. But to be fair with you, you could use that as a dressing room or something else if you really felt you needed to. And then we've got these wonderful staircases again, leading up. It's nice, it's a seating area. And then we've got this great storage area in here, which is in the loft, which has absolutely loads of space in there, which is really helpful. I think it's quite nice when you look from up here and look back down. The staircase is stunning, it really is. So as we come up onto this further landing, we are very lucky to have two more bedrooms. Lovely panelling at the back. It's a real nice sense of taste in here. It's been done to such a lovely standard. I wish it was a better day, but the views when I came the other day over towards the Lake District National Park were quite breathtaking. So we've got the final bedroom on this floor, which is a great double. I mean, this is a big, big house. You've got a lot of period charm, a lot of period quirks, which I really like. And although, as you can tell, it's not quite finished, it will be finished, and it'll be finished to an absolutely stunning standard. And I think this would be a house that has had great pride in taken in it through the refurbishment, will make a fantastic family home for somebody else when they decide to move in. So a bit of a recap really, and I'll give you a bit of an extra tour of the ground floor. We've got 2 large reception rooms. We've got lots of period charm. There's a cellar downstairs, which is a decent size, great for storage or maybe refurbishment into an extra space. This huge kitchen diner, which leads onto a fantastic garden, stone-built outhouse or stone-built office, or maybe even a small holiday let. And the very rare thing is parking and a garage. The property is coming to the market for £425,000. It is 5 bedrooms of Victorian splendour, and this will not last long on the market. If you are interested in having a pre-market viewing, please do give us a call on 01768 881111, and we'll be delighted to be able to get you a viewing booked. Thank you.